everyone, my name is Abigail and welcome to What the Fuck Wednesday 3. I know it's Thursday, but I found out recently that my grandma has cancer and it just has delayed me getting this video out because I've been so busy trying to get everything ready with my family. So, this week we have one of the strangest things humanity has done throughout history. I'm here to tell you about what has to be the most peaceful invasion the world has ever seen. You see, throughout the late 20th century, Sweden invaded Lichtenstein not once, not twice, but 3 times. Once in 1985, once in 1992, and once in 2007. Little Lichtenstein, with only 35,000 residents and no standing army, was not in any position to start outcry over any of these events, but not only that the Swiss go out of their way to apologize for each and every incident. What I have to wonder is how the invasions happened in the first place, and why are the Swiss so why do they want to apologize so badly? They go through some great lengths to make sure that Liechtenstein is not angry at them, even though they can't actually fight them or do anything to them. The first incident in 1985 was caused by a rocket launcher starting a forest fire. According to the reports, the missile was meant to land in Swiss territory but missed. After the incident, the Swiss paid for the damages the fire caused, and both parties seemed to forget about it. However, it seems to me that either it was caused by grossly stupid soldiers, or it was unlikely that this was an accident. From the data that I've discovered, the rocket launchers were popular in the 80s only had a firing distance of about 200 meters. Which, for those of us unfamiliar with metric, is just over 1/10 of a mile. At this distance, they are moderately accurate with only slight course deviation. They could not have made a right or left turn or gone very off course. So, in order for the incident to have occurred, the Swiss had to have been standing almost on top of the border and pointing it directly at Liechtenstein. Especially since they have a whole country they could have gone to do anywhere else to do the exercise. This is either incredibly stupid or purposeful on the part of the shooter. Hey, let's fire off missiles right next to our neighbor. I can't think of any way that could go wrong. Then, following this incident only 7 years later, soldiers walked right across the border following written orders, I might add, by a commanding officer to set up an observation post in Tristenberg. Tristenberg is not in Sweden. It is very clearly part of Liechtenstein. However, according to the commanding officer and all of the soldiers following the order, they had no idea of this fact. While I might bite on the fact that regular soldiers didn't know that they were headed to a town in Liechtenstein, God knows I don't know every city in the US, and probably could be convinced that part of Canada was really in Michigan, I doubt that the commanding officer didn't realize where they were going. In order to navigate somewhere, you need a map, and all the border is not physically marked. It would be on a map. In addition, whoever wrote that order was sending the men to set up an observation post. How could they have possibly chosen the location from hundreds of cities without knowing it was in the wrong country? It just strikes me as a little fishy is all. What were they observing? Why choose that particular township? The last time they invaded their neighbor, it actually appears to be an accident by all definitions in truth. In the darkness, a group of soldiers took a wrong turn after breaking their compass and ended up crossing the unmarked border into Liechtenstein. Within a couple miles, they realized their mistake and left. Again, the Swiss apologized after the incident, and it was disregarded by both sides. Taking into account the massive measures the Swiss take to quell any animosity between themselves and Liechtenstein about these incidents, including but not limited to paying for damages, making an officer publicly apologize, and sending a diplomat with a written apology, I doubt that the orders to invade come from very high up. However, it does strike me that the Swiss military must be either very incompetent or have an insubordination problem for this to happen repeatedly. It might be for the best that they remain neutral and don't get involved in war as much. Thank you all for watching. I'm really enjoying doing this series, so keep a lookout for the next episode the following Wednesday. If you enjoyed this episode of What the Fuck Wednesday, please let me know by liking and subscribing. See ya!